Now is your presenter with the headlines.
In the headlines, Bishop of Roseau calls on Dominicans to uphold the values of Christian heritage for further enhancement of Dominica. In the news from the region, El Salvador approves military deployment to Haiti, and internationally Centers for Disease Control and Prevention warns that Mpox is not under control in Africa. The details of these stories and more are coming up next.
Here's a fun fact. In just 29 seconds, you can say goodbye to paper bills forever. Seriously, in 29 seconds. That's less time than this ad. Head over to discoverflow.co or visit us in-store and update your contact information now. By October 1st, your bills will be digital, easy to access, secure, and hassle-free. So what are you waiting for? This ad still has 2 seconds left, and you could have already gone paper.
Of the Christian heritage for the further enhancement of Dominica. Reverend Forbes made the call during his independence message to the nation. He says it is important that Dominicans appreciate the progress made and the opportunities that lie ahead.
My focus is ensuring that the next generation of athletes.
We do apologize for that. Reverend Forbes also encourages Dominicans to renew their commitments towards building a better Dominica.
A responsibility to promote a society that is just and fair, a society where every citizen has the opportunity to thrive, regardless of their background, creed, or socio-economic status. As we celebrate this special day, let us recommit ourselves to cultivating a nation that is rooted in righteousness, guided by wisdom, and fueled by a passion for the well-being of all. Let us seek to be a people who are known for our integrity, our empathy, and our generosity. May our patriotism be ignited, may our sense of responsibility be renewed, and may our love for Dominica continue to inspire us to work towards a brighter, more resilient tomorrow. A tomorrow where every citizen can live in harmony, dignity, and prosperity. Happy 46th anniversary of independence. May God bless Dominica. May God bless our nation. And may we always remember that our country is not just a gift, but a sacred trust.
And that was Bishop of Roseau, Most Reverend Kedrick Forbes. And outstanding students in various fields will be recognized at the 2024 National Youth Rally tomorrow. Hundreds of students are expected to gather at the Windsor Park Sports Stadium from 9 a.m. to participate in this year's rally. Minister for Education Octavia Alfred says amongst the highlights of the rally is the Minister's Award for Effective School Climate Programs, which will be awarded to a primary school.
My focus is ensuring.
Do apologize again for this one here. And the Dominica Business Forum will host a meet and greet event to celebrate Dominica's gold medalist Thea Lafo-Gatson. The event will take place on Monday, 4th November 2024 from 11 a.m. at the Jungle Bay Resort. Gatson encourages members of the private sector and interested individuals to take advantage of this opportunity.
My focus is ensuring that the next generation of athletes coming up behind me have it easier than I had it. And it's not to say that things have definitely improved in the last few years, especially in support and funding, but there are little things that in the long run can make a huge impact. Some of it is, providing facilities for the young athletes to use, providing shoes for the young athletes to have on their feet. Even if it's a grass track, it's better, helpful to have some shoes on your feet, right? Yeah. And little things like that really do matter. And that is major for me. And, in the long term, and hopefully sooner rather than later, I really would like to see an expansion of Paralympic events so that it's not just the able-bodied that are able to partake in sports. And in the Caribbean as a whole, that kind of sector is very lacking. So to the young people that are ably, or disabled, I say I am so proud of you for finding a way, for pushing through, for persevering. And I encourage you to continue to do so. And what I hope to do is provide you an environment where you can compete safely and grow in the sport too, because sport is not just for the able-bodied.
Alpha Center was established.
And that was Dominica's gold medalist, Thea Lafo-Gatson. And 18 individuals will receive meritorious service awards when Dominica observes its 46th anniversary of independence on November 3rd. Government Press Secretary Dion Duran-Smith reports.
Alpha Center was established.
All right. Well, we seem to have some technical difficulties here, but Finance Minister Dr. Irvin McIntyre says Dominica's move to produce green ammonia are bold and forward-thinking. His comments came at the launch of the Inception and Framing Workshop for the Feasibility Study for the Production of Green Ammonia at Goodwill Parish Hall this morning. Dr. McIntyre said the initiative is not an easy undertaking.
The Ministry of Finance, Economic Development, Climate Resilience and Social Security is pleased to launch the Inception and Framing Workshop for Feasibility Study for the Production of Green Ammonia here in Dominica. This is another important milestone in Dominica's ambitious green industrialization efforts. Our renewable energy resources provides us with a great opportunity for economic transformation. It is one which presents significant challenges and hurdles to overcome. For a small island state like ours, daring to dream big, daring to pursue green industrialization, notwithstanding what appears to be significant constraints, and in particular issues of economies of scale, is indeed a path not for the faint-hearted. Therefore, to overcome these significant hurdles and to achieve success in this ambitious pursuit requires ingenuity, strategic thinking, innovative approaches, effective local, regional, and international partners, collective national focus, and unity of effort. This, my fellow Dominicans, friends, partners, is a tall order, and consequently is not going to be easy. But rest assured that government is not daunted by this task, as we have a proud record of overcoming monumental challenges.
And that was the Finance Minister, Dr. Irvin McIntyre. Meantime, Chief Executive Officer of Kenneth J. Green Limited, Philip Julian, says the two-day Inception and Framing Workshop is an important aspect of the process towards the production of green ammonia.
We're here because this is not a talk shop. This is serious energy-related business that both the government of Dominica, its stakeholders, and Kenneth J. Green have been pursuing and progressing for a number of years. Today is yet another material step towards the realization of this green energy future for Dominica. And how that all comes together is fundamentally how Kenneth J. Green has managed a similar journey with one of its flagship projects in Trinidad and Tobago, which is where we originally hail from. I share all of this to show that today is not a theoretical exercise. That this is part of an important process that begins with the end in mind of realizing this large-scale green energy, green ammonia complex that Dominica has had as part of its vision and part of its policy. All I would say is trust the process. This is not a one and done. Please be assured that all questions, all comments are good. And they will be addressed at the appropriate time. This is the continuation of a journey, and I encourage everyone to lean into it and not to think about if this green ammonia, green energy future for Dominica is going to happen, more on the when, and today is also about the how.
And that was the Chief Executive Officer of Kenneth J. Green Limited, Philip Julian. And on our feature segment of the DBS Evening News, we highlight the work of the Alpha Center on McIntyre Lane in Goodwill. Established 50 years ago to provide care for special needs children, Alpha Center now caters for about 30 children. Yolande Leta of Girardel, senior staff and teacher for special education, has been attached to the Alpha Center for close to 30 years. She's our feature on the DBS Evening News tonight.
Alpha Center was established for students with learning disabilities because they could not cope in a normal school setting, mainstream. And then it was to cater, just to give them a feel of going to school, being accepted in society. And then our main focus was focused on skill. We did basic academics. Right now we have a sewing program. We do woodwork. we do gardening, we do cooking. These are the skills that they learn, they acquire. These skills acquired they can go out into society and fit in, because some of our students, they may not perform. It's like a block. When you see they enter the primary school, we have had stories when children came from primary school to the Alpha Center. And then some of them, we have success stories that they have migrated. We have one who works at a train station in Canada. We have other success stories. They play football and stuff, yeah.
About the operation of Alpha Center, who started that program?
Well, this was first started by Sister Alicia, and then we had Father Hoisman, and then Mrs. Fingal, but she passed away right now, yes. These are the early people who began. And then we had a committee who ran the school. It was chaired by Mrs. Claudia Bellot. And then we had other members. And then as time go by, we have changed chairperson. We have Mrs. Milena Fountain right now at present. And then we have a coordinator. We have Brother Philogen, who coordinates the affairs of the school daily.
Yeah. Now, who is funding the Alpha Center?
Well. We have a little government subvention as well. And then we have funding agencies that takes care of the Alpha Center daily basis.
Talk to me about the building here in McIntyre Lane in Goodwill. I see it's a large building. You have various components. Talk to me about that.
Well, we did not start this way. We were at the back of the Catholic Church before when we started, but I was not on staff at the time. And then when we moved here, we expanded daily, piece by piece. And then we had cooking. There is a sewing program. Then we have gardening. We have woodwork as well. If you look in there, we have stuff that the children have created. And then these are just life skills that the children need to go out into society. These are children that they just cannot really fit into the mainstream program that we have. So that's why we had to cater for their needs, yes. First of all, we run by a board. That's the board for the mentally challenged. And then we have a coordinator, Brother Philogen. We have 4 teachers. We have a secretary, and then we have 2 persons who do the cleaning, the running around errands and stuff from the school. Being here at Alpha Center for 28 years, it's a joy that every day I look forward to, because every day there's a different challenge that you face with these children. First of all, you have to love these children. You have to care for them, because I have been a mother, I have been a dentist, I have been, just name it. Because there are times I have to extract, I have to feed them every day, because there are some children that are not fortunate enough that they have a meal. So I have to prepare stuff to give them a warm meal every day. So at least, because if you don't feed the brain, the children can't perform. So that's why. And being here, it's a good spirit. There is positivity. The children have love. The children look forward to being at school. Some of these children, when they have to go home in the afternoon, they cry. They don't want to go. So I guess they accept it. They feel loved. They feel accepted here, that they want to come every day. If we are school on a Saturday and a Sunday, they would still come.
50 years in operation, so you celebrate your 50th anniversary.
Okay, well, that is a real big milestone for us at Alpha Center, providing for these children. And we look forward to better things. Maybe, you never know, more expansion, more activities done to bring the children forward, to develop the children into their skills. And maybe the people out there could maybe take on these children, employ them. You never know, we might have the biggest tailor in time to come, that somebody who does sewing can employ a child. A restaurateur can come, take one of our students on. And maybe a wood workshop out there who does big produce and so on could take our children. They could fit them into society.
And that was Yolande Later, senior staff at the Alpha Center, taking us to the end of this evening's National Focus, as well as featured segment. Up next is news from the region and international.
You asked for it and you got it. A quicker way to pay your bills online. It's fast, secure, and easy to use. No registration, no additional fees. Flow is now offering FastPay, an online service that allows you to settle your bills in less than 2 minutes. Need a receipt? FastPay will send it to your email immediately. Use FastPay now for convenience, safety, and efficiency at discoverflow.co/fastpay. Flow is keeping you connected.
DBS News.
And welcome back. Now, news from the region. The government of the Central American nation of El Salvador has approved sending a military contingent to the French-speaking CARICOM member state Haiti to assist in medical evacuation operations as part of the Kenya-led multinational security support mission. The decision passed with 57 of 60 votes in the Congress. According to El Salvador Director of Legal Affairs, he stated that the mission involves an El Salvador Armed Forces contingent operating under the United Nations Blue Helmet framework to conduct medical evacuations. The initiative follows an agreement signed between El Salvador and Haiti within the Organization of American States to safeguard the legal rights of participating state parties, contractors, and personnel. Internationally, the African Union's health watchdog has warned that Mpox outbreaks was still not under control and appealed for resources to avoid a more severe pandemic than COVID-19. More than 1,100 people have died of Mpox in Africa, where some 48,000 cases have been recorded since January, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention Africa (CDC). Cases were still increasing in several countries as the contingent struggled to contain another major outbreak coming at the heels of COVID-19 that exposed Africa's weak health system. So far, 19 countries in Africa have reported cases of Mpox. Well, this brings us to the end of this evening's news. Up next is sports.
Covering the nation and beyond, DBS Sports Report.
And first off in our DBS Evening Sports for today, Thursday, October 31st, Olympic gold medalist Tialafo Gatson says she's focused on creating a more enabling sporting environment for the next generation of athletes. Lafo Gatson says whilst there have been some improvements within sports in Dominica over the last few years, more has to be done. The Olympic gold medalist, who is set to receive Dominica's highest award, the Dominica Award of Honor, was speaking on DBS Radio this morning.
My focus is ensuring that the next generation of athletes coming up behind me have it easier than I had it. And it's not to say that things have definitely improved in the last few years, especially in support and funding, but there are little things that in the long run can make a huge impact. Some of it is, providing facilities for the young athletes to use, providing shoes for the young athletes to have on their feet. Even if it's a grass track, it's better, helpful to have some shoes on your feet, right? And little things like that really do matter. And that is major for me. And, in the long term, and hopefully sooner rather than later, I really would like to see an expansion of Paralympic events so that it's not just the able-bodied that are able to partake in sports. And in the Caribbean as a whole, that kind of sector is very lacking. So to the young people that are ably, or disabled, I say I am so proud of you for finding a way, for pushing through, for persevering. And I encourage you to continue to do so. And what I hope to do is provide you an environment where you can compete safely and grow in the sport too, because sport is not just for the able-bodied.
And that was Olympic gold medalist Tialafo Gatson. And West Indies former captain Jason Holder says that England's third white ball tour of the Caribbean in as many years is a massive boost to their survival as an international team. Holder believes it also goes a long way towards repaying the England Cricket Board's debt to his team after they helped to save the finances of English cricket during the COVID-19 summer of 2020. Holder led the West Indies squad that played 3 tests behind closed doors in Manchester and Southampton at the height of the COVID-19 outbreak in July 2020 and during weeks of lockdown in biosecure surroundings. It was a tour that helped to mitigate the ECB's losses during the pandemic, which could have been upwards of £380 million had their entire summer schedule been cancelled. And South Africa registered a record test win as they beat Bangladesh within 3 days to remain on track for the World Test Championship finals. South Africa won the second test by an innings and 270 runs to beat their previous best by 19 runs, also against Bangladesh in 2017. The hosts started day 3 on 38 for 4 in their first innings and were soon 48 for 8 before a 9th wicket stand of 103 between Mominul Haq and Islam dragged them to 159. Kagiso Rabada took 5 for 37 and South Africa enforced the follow-on and bowled Bangladesh out for 143 in just 43.4 overs to wrap up the victory. Left-arm spinners Maharaj and Senyaran took 5 for 59 and 4 for 45 respectfully as South Africa secured a 2-0 series win. It is the 9th time that South Africa have beaten Bangladesh by an innings in just 16 tests. The win moves South Africa to 4th in the World Test Championship standings. Meantime, Kagiso Rabada has leapfrog Jasprit Bumrah, R. Ashwan and Josh Hazelwood to go to the top of the ICC's men's test bowling rankings after his 9-wicket haul in South Africa's first test against Bangladesh. Rabada took 3 wickets in Bangladesh's first innings, becoming the fastest to 300 test wickets in the process, and then returned figures of 6 for 46 as South Africa won their first test in Asia since 2014. And England reached 209 all out in the first one-day international with West Indies, as it was Gudakesh Moti who broke the bark of the England batting with 4 for 41. Alzari Joseph took 2 for 46 and Jayden Seales 2 for 22. For England, Liam Livingstone made 48 and Sam Curran 55, as well as Jacob Bethel with 27. West Indies will need 210 to win. Rain has stopped play. And Central Cooperative Credit Union Dubla FC took a huge step towards winning the DFA Premier League title for the second straight year as they pounded Petro Caribe Point Michel as the DFA Premier League continued last night at the DFA Technical Centre. The league leaders moved to 3 points clear of the Valvoline We United as they recorded the biggest win of the season last night. National player Odell Laville got 4 goals as Dubla registered a 13-0 thumping of Point Michel. Shaquille St. Marie also got a hat-trick. Travis Joseph got 2 goals and Brielle Thomas, Vermont Joseph and Savio Anselm also scored for Dubla. The win moves Dubla to 34 points, 3 points clear, and with the game in hand over We United, who are on 31 points. The loss, meantime, leaves Point Michel in 9th place on 12 points, just 1 point in front of Bafa State, who are on 11 points in 10th place. Point Michel, however, still has a game in hand over Bafa State as they look to avoid relegations. And the final in sports here, the Association of National Olympic Committees on Wednesday recognized St. Lucia's, that's today, St. Lucia's Julian Alfred as the best, that's yesterday, best female athlete of Paris in 2024. So again, the Association of National Olympic Committees on Wednesday recognized St. Lucia's Julian Alfred as the best female athlete of Paris in 2024. The 23-year-old Olympic 100-meter gold medalist and 200-meter silver medalist was presented during the 2024 ANOC Awards held in Portugal. In receiving the award, Alfred said it shows that all of the heart and sacrifice she had to put into this challenge was for a reason. She added that she received this award hoping it can inspire an entire nation and the youth of St. Lucia. In addition to her 2 Olympic medals, Alfred also won the 60 meters at the World Indoor Championship earlier this year. Well, this brings us to the end of this evening's News and Sports. Special thanks to the DBS News and Sports team and link personnel, the Dr. Miguel Labadie.
Keep it locked to Independence Radio DBS and view our social media platforms for the remainder of the festive season. The music, the Creole language, cultural heritage, the events, the food, the dance, the fashion, and so much more. Tune in and view as Dominica celebrates 46 years as an independent nation. Payinu, Kadunu, get it all on National Broadcaster, DBS Radio.
two death announcements. First, we announce the death of Rhoda Reiner Josephs, age 58 of Jimmet. She died on Wednesday, 2nd October in New Haven, Connecticut. She was the wife of Justin Josephs. She was the daughter of Nathalie Fagan. She was the mother of Nikisha Prince Coffey, Jovan and Jamal Josephs. She will also be remembered by her son-in-law, Brendan Coffey, stepdaughter, Kashila Josephs Laronde. Grandchildren, Maya Hale and Alan and Jamelia Coffey. Stepmother, Tomine Reiner. Brothers, Dave, Tom, Irvin, Toyi and Eddie. Sister, Marina Jackson. Stepsister, Rona. Brothers-in-law, Cordell and Calvin Josephs and Pugh Jackson. Sisters-in-law, Corliss and Clarissa Josephs and Catherine White. Aunts including Sharian, Emily and Carol Fontaine. Uncles including Lennox and Goddard. Nieces, Sade, Chloe, Brianni and Kinara. Nephews, JD, Demari, Sherlon, Tayshawn and Brennan. Numerous relatives and friends including Peter, Chimbers, Cody, Dejani, Sean, Colin, Katie, Cecilia, Linda, Miss Dover and Sharon. Staff of the United States Peace Corps here and abroad. BPW Dominica, past members of the Rotaract Club of Dominica and Family Empowerment Movement. The funeral will be carried live on DBS Facebook page and via YouTube. A memorial mass for the late Rhoda Reiner Josephs of Jimmet will take place at 3 p.m. on Wednesday, 6 November at the St. Alphonsus Catholic Church and will be followed by interment at the Roseau Roman Catholic Cemetery. And we announce the death of Reginald Adolphus Bob, better known as Bob, and Dali, age 68, of Roseau, who resided in Granby. He died on Tuesday, 8th October. He was the husband of Fidelis Bob. He was the father of Janice, Preston, Samantha, Bobson, Regilia, Jenkins, and Kendall Bob. He will also be remembered by his grandchildren, Hugh and Joy Christian, Ejani, Laurent, Aidan and Caden Henry. Great-grandson, Zedian Christian. Siblings, Naomi Coffey, Edgar McDougall and Hamlet Bob. Nephews including Dawn, John and Luku. Nieces, Brenda and Ursuline. Sisters-in-law, Philomene John Lewis, Molly Titt, Johnny McDougall and Joan Bob. Son-in-law, Julius Henry. Daughter-in-law, Remy Bob. Brother-in-law, Ralph Bellot. Cousins, the entire Bob family. Grand-nieces, Leon and Lisa. Past and present staff of the National Cooperative Credit Union. Close friends, Aylmer Irish, Brenda, Albert, Mr. Ducre, Pastor Moses, Pastor Benjamin, Cyril, George Barron and Dave Laurent. The communities of Granby and Grand Fort. The body of the late Reginald Adolphus Bob, better known as Bob and Dali of Roseau, who resided in Granby, can be viewed from 1 p.m. on Wednesday, 6 November, at the Granby Pentecostal Church. The funeral service will take place at 2 p.m. and will be followed by interment at the Granby Public Cemetery. Management and staff of the Dominica Broadcasting Corporation extend condolences to the families of the late Rhoda Reiner Josephs and the late Reginald Adolphus Bob. Up next are the general announcements. And we have one announcement. A Great Britain UK passport belonging to Genevieve Etienne was lost in Roseau. Please call or WhatsApp 1767 245 4854. That's 245-4854. Anyone who finds it will be rewarded. You can also Instagram at I am General GEN. That's I am General Gen. For what's on this Independence, we are bringing the heat with Madras and Jeans at Rosalie Twin River Barn Restaurant this Friday, 1st November. Rock with your Madras and Jeans for a night packed with culture, rhythm and celebration, featuring Swinging Stars Combo, Dr. Miguel Labadi, Inner Core Unit, and the iconic Derek Ra Peters. Action begins at 9 p.m. till. It's gonna be non-stop entertainment. Tickets are only $30. The action continues Saturday after Watto. And check this out.
Calling all fetters. Saturday, November 2nd is the Swinging Stars Band at the Realm. 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. Only $40 in advance. $50 at the gate. Come be entertained by Daddy Chess, Tasha P and the legendary Swinging Stars, alongside DJ Snow, DJ Sly. It's the Realm, Saturday, November 2nd. Put on your madras and come. Tickets available at the Realm or members of the Swinging Stars Band.
The Swinging Stars Band and the Fort Young Hotel presents our annual Independence Dance, Sunday, November 3rd, 10 p.m. to 3 a.m. $60 in advance and $80 at the gate. The number one dance band, Swinging Stars, at the Fort Young Hotel. Daddy Chess, Tasha P, Sunday, November 3rd, the annual Independence Dance. See you there! Tickets are available at the Fort Young Hotel and from the members of the Swinging Stars Band.
c'est un pays qui est naturel, un pays qui est tellement belle. Ou qui bat moi la vie, moi, souris dans toute belle feuille, dans toute rivière et meilleure. Ou fait moi content. Ou qui bat moi toute magie, l'amour, la paix, sécurité. C'est où qui maman moi. M'a pour d'autres c'est un péché. Ça ou pas moins embrassé. Moins pas que la Dieu. Levez tête nous dans Nietzsche. Pas mettre pays nous à terre. C'est nous pour faire les monter. Ensemble, tout ça nous savait ça. Dominique, moi, Dominique, j'ai à moi.
Today, what you happen to see, and every time we're looking for this. And now it's time for us to play. And every time we're looking for this. Jodi là ou là avec moi. Et des mains ou qui parti loin. Jodi là ou là avec moi. Et des mains ou qui parti loin.
Moi-même fanatique, mi débat. Couchement fait me vibrer quand on loue d'autres morceaux où j'ai chanté. Ti moi respect, moi-même moi la play oui. Di cookie bobby love di. Bonjour au paradis. Les moi t'aime nouvelle là, ma ouest sans voix. Ça yo ka di pas vrai, tout sommeil moi coupé. Car des gens ou laissez nous. Quand les hommes les pour toujours. Ou parti bonnet, mais si pour tout ça on fait, ou que reste vivant chez nous. Moi qu'à imaginer, ou si c'est côté bon Dieu, au paradis pour toujours. Parti bonnet, mais si pour tout ça on fait, pour que reste vivant chez nous. Moi qu'à imaginer, si c'est côté bon Dieu, au paradis pour toujours.
Question qu'elle Depuis longtemps, femme qu'à travail sans poser, pas même mon petit respect.